1. A man's wife had scratched the side of their new car. She backed it out of the garage. Don't worry about it, her husband said. Those things happen. Take it to the body repair shop and have it touched up. As fate would have it, 2 weeks later she backed into a light pole and broke the right rear tail light. She was almost in tears when she told her husband about it. It's just bad luck, he said. Don't worry about it. Take it to the body repair shop and have it fixed. But, she said, I'm so embarrassed to take it back there again. If you are embarrassed, he said, just tell them that I did it. That's what is so embarrassing, she said. I told them that the last time. 2. The sales manager had hired a new secretary and was describing her duties. One of your duties will be to double-check the expense accounts that the salesmen send in. They are notorious when it comes to arithmetic. So, to be sure you have it exactly right, I want you to add those figures 3 times before you bring them in for me to approve. The next morning the new secretary entered his office with a cheerful smile. Here is the first expense account, she said. I did what you told me. I added the figures 3 times. And here are the 3 totals. 3. The big game hunter was telling about his adventures to a group of school children during their show and tell period. In describing some of his exciting experiences in Africa, he said, one night I remember being wakened by a great roaring noise. I jumped up and grabbed my gun, which I always kept loaded at the foot of my cot. I rushed out and killed a huge lion in my pajamas. At the close of his presentation he asked if there were any questions. Yes, said a little girl sitting on the front row. How did the lion get into your pajamas? 4. The tourist with a camera around his neck had stopped beside a tumble-down shack on a mountain road. Sitting on the porch in a rocking chair was the perfect picture of a rugged old mountaineer. May I take your picture? The tourist asked. All right with me, the man said. Go ahead. After he had made 2 or 3 exposures, the tourist said, I've always wondered how you mountain people live to such a ripe old age. What is your secret? No secret how I live, he said. Everybody around here knows. I drink a quart of homemade whiskey every day. Smoke half a dozen cigars that I make myself from my own homegrown tobacco, and I chase after all the neighborhood gals. That seems like a rather strenuous life for a man of your age, the tourist said. Just how old are you anyway? I'll be 32, come October, the man said.
5. Members of the family were helping grandfather celebrate his 80th birthday. One of his granddaughters said to him, You look so happy today. Doesn't it bother you to grow old? Bother me? He said. Heck no, it doesn't bother me. I enjoy it. I look forward to getting older and older and older. Because the very moment when I quit getting older, I'm dead.
6. The woman was helping her bend-over husband to a seat in the doctor's office. The doctor's receptionist asked the woman in a sympathetic tone, and what is his problem? Arthritis with complications? No, the man's wife said, do it yourself with a wheelbarrow full of bricks.
7. A certain housewife was allergic to mink coats. She got sick every time she saw one on another woman. 8. A wife said to her husband, I don't think I look 35, do you? No, I don't, he said, but you used to.